Apologies in advance if this face gets a little blurry because my camera's just like not having it today. So we're just gonna go with it. Hi everyone, my name is Elizabeth. Welcome to my channel. This is my first ever YouTube video.
Can you believe?
And I'm really excited because it's about something that I really love and that a lot of people all over the world really love, and that I'm hoping by the end of this video you may really love, or you'll at least be open to loving. And that thing is SKAM. So SKAM Austin premiered 2 or 3 weeks ago, and there are a lot of new people discovering SKAM. That is super exciting. I realized that some of them are kind of confused about the show's format, about why these clips are being posted at different times. And then there are also people who are obviously SKAM fans who are commenting on the clips, tagging their friends and saying things like, hey, remember that like cool Norwegian TV show I tried to get you into like a year ago? Well, now there's an American version, so there's no excuse for you not to like this with me. This video is meant to be a quick guide for those people so they don't feel like they're starting completely from scratch. Okay, so what is SKAM? SKAM is a Norwegian teen drama web series. It premiered September 25th, 2015 on NRK-P3, which is a government-funded organization. And from the beginning, SKAM was a huge hit in Norway. At one point, almost a quarter of the population was watching each SKAM clip. And this was without any formal publicity. The producers of the show had purposefully kept the show under wraps and the actors away from the public in the hopes that the show would grow organically through word of mouth and on social media. SKAM means shame in Norwegian, and the show was created to depict the societal and social pressures that Norwegian teens feel every day and the kind of shame that comes with not being able to live up to that kind of pressure. The show was praised for 2 things, both its unique format and for its careful and authentic portrayal of difficult subjects like mental health, like sexual identity, like sexual assault, and religion. So I will go over the format of SKAM first because it's one of the things that makes the show super unique, and it also made the show feel very real. So each episode of SKAM was broken down into clips, and these clips varied in length but usually ran about a couple minutes each. And these clips were posted online at the exact time that the action in them was supposed to be taking place. So if characters were meeting at 7:42 p.m. on a Friday, the clip of them meeting was posted to the NRK website at 7:42 p.m. on Friday. At the end of the week, NRK would package all these clips together into a single episode, and then they would premiere that episode on TV. So the producers of SKAM did 2 other things that made these characters feel almost real. The first was they would post screenshots of text message conversations between characters to the NRK website. So it felt almost like you were reading like their secret conversations. And then the second thing they did was they created social media profiles for all these characters where they posted regularly. It'd be really cool. You'd be sitting, scrolling through your Instagram feed, looking at the pictures your friends had posted over the weekend, and all of a sudden there'd be something from a SKAM character, and it would make you feel as if you actually knew this character in real life. So all this, the clips being posted at random times with no warning, the text message conversations between characters, the social media posts from characters, all that made SKAM really addicting because you never knew when a new piece of information was going to be posted online. I love this quote from a Fader article because I think it probably perfectly captures the hysteria around SKAM in Norway at the time. I'll read it to you. So the author's describing a party in Oslo, and they're saying that people are talking and the music is playing, and then, quote, at one point someone started shouting and asking for the music to be turned down. If this was a bad movie, there may have been a record scratch sound. Following a couple seconds of chaos, it became clear what was happening. A new SKAM clip had been posted to the internet. "Oh my god," someone screamed. "I'm not prepared," said another. Within minutes, someone had pulled it up on their phone and the party fell silent for the whole segment as if collectively hypnotized. And that is the power of SKAM. Okay, so we've discussed formatting, let's talk storylines. SKAM follows the lives of fictional teenagers at a real-life school. It's called I'm gonna butcher this maybe, but the Hartvig Nissen School in Oslo. And this is a school that a lot of the actors in SKAM actually attended before, during, and after SKAM was in production. So even though the characters in SKAM were fictional, their storylines were usually based on the real life experiences of real teens in Norway. Julie Andem, the creator of the show, did a lot of in-depth interviews with teens around Norway while she was developing SKAM because she wanted to make the show as authentic to the teen experience as possible. And so from these interviews, she got a lot of information about storylines and plot lines that would be true to what a Norwegian teen faced every day. The other thing that Julie did, which was really cool, was she would read the comments on the clips of SKAM posted every week, and then she would sometimes apply the feedback she saw in those comments to the next week's episode to make it as authentic and genuine as possible. The common thread of the plotline in SKAM is around Russ, which is a traditional Norwegian celebration by teens graduating from what would be the equivalent of high school in the US. And what they do is they form groups, and then they all contribute money to the group, and they buy a van or a bus and they completely redecorate it. And sometimes they purchase like custom logos for their group or a custom song for their group. And then for a week before graduation, they ride their buses around to parties and drink a lot and wear red overalls. It's wild. I'll link a video of Russ celebrations down in the description so you can get an idea of what I'm talking about. So SKAM's characters are brought together by the drama surrounding preparations for... Rude! So rude. So SKAM's characters are brought together by the drama around the preparations for Russ, but each season focuses specifically on one character, and for that season we sort of see the world from their perspective. The first season is Eva's season, and this season introduces characters and establishes their relationships with each other, and most of the time it does it through these amazing slow motion scenes.
Hot like a motherfucker bed. Hot in a motherfucker coupe. Pulled up on a bird, man. I'm a beast, I'm a beast.
Is it too much to ask? Dick in the air, let me see you put your dick in the air. Dick in the air, let me see you put your dick in the air.
It also focuses on subjects of identity, friendship, lack of parental guidance, infidelity or cheating, and teen pregnancy. The second season is Nora's season, and this season's storyline was apparently the first thing that Julie Andem ever wrote for SKAM when she was first developing the show. This season focuses on sexual assault, romantic relationships, let's see what else, mental health, oh, and also blackmail. If you've seen the show, you know who I'm talking about. Norway's National Criminal Investigation Service and the National Center for the Prevention of Sexual Assault praised the season for its handling of those topics. And this season was also the one that made SKAM a hit, like a true hit in Norway. Internationally, the show became a hit because of season 3. The third season is Isak's season. As I've said, SKAM did an amazing job depicting all kinds of difficult subjects. But this is a season that really set it apart from everything else that was on TV. It basically portrayed a queer couple with the same attention to detail and respect that any normal TV show would give a hetero couple. And in that way, SKAM was kind of revolutionary. This season spread like wildfire online, became super popular on sites like Tumblr, and That's because young people around the world were frankly starved for this kind of authentic, kind depiction of queer love. Because the show isn't available outside of Norway, some people started doing, frankly, God's work and downloading the episodes, translating them, subbing them in their own languages so that people in their country could watch this show. The fourth season is Sanne's season. Like Isak's season, it was revolutionary in that it portrayed a voice that was not usually heard in the media in a kind and authentic way. Sanne is a young Muslim girl living in Norway, and it follows her struggle with religion. It covers bullying, and it also touches, again, like the other season, on friendship and romantic relationships. This season also had the task of tying up all of SKAM's loose ends because in June 2017, Julie announced that SKAM was coming to an end. And this really bummed out the fan base because we were supposed to have 9 seasons for 9 different characters, so ending after 4 was kind of disappointing. But Julie had bigger plans, and she shared those plans in an Instagram post, and I'm gonna read a bit of it to you right now. Every choice we made in the show was to serve teens in Norway. At some point, it became impossible not to notice the need amongst teens everywhere. The need to open up and discuss topics like mental illness, sexual harassment, and sexual orientation. This is why NRK sold the show for Remakes. I have decided to showrun and direct the American version of SKAM. Yay! And I'm going to need your help because SKAM is not my show. All of us own SKAM. It's not just a drama series, it's an event and a community that you are all a part of and contribute to. So please help me. Let's show teens everywhere that they are not alone. How can you be mad at that? So yes, NRK licensed the show out for remakes. So far we've had remakes in Italy, Germany, France, and now in the US. So far, all of the plot lines in all of the remakes follow the original SKAM pretty closely. And the new Austin version does the same thing, but it feels very Julie. It has her mark on it, which is really exciting to see. And I'm excited to see what happens with the show moving forward. So I hope this guide was helpful. I hope it made you want to watch the American SKAM and the original Norwegian SKAM. Thank you again so much for watching. This is my first YouTube video, as I said before, so if you do have some constructive feedback, please do leave it in the comments below. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up. And if you want to subscribe, please subscribe, because subscribing is free, and you could always unsubscribe from me later, right? I hope that you have a good day, and I hope to see you again soon. Bye! I literally just realized that I didn't fill my brows in equally today. Oh well.